Today, I want to talk about this pandemic and probably how a guide on how to manage it. I want to join every like-minded person who has been helping tell us guides, ways of trying to manage this situation. Personally, recently I went out on can I call it research observation? Curiosity just drove me to go to my nearest town and see how people are behaving in the face of the guideline that we have been told, the curfew in Kenya, for example. And I didn't have a very interesting story to tell because quite a number of people ignore it. They ignore, they think this is not real. And therefore, I developed this management guide out of the letters of the English alphabet. So I am saying Corona is real. Don't bury your head in the sand like the proverbial ostrich. That there is a curfew, for example, is not for the government, it's for you and me. It's for our lives. And therefore I'm saying Corona is real. Don't bury your head in the sand. And therefore, I've developed an alphabetic guide to help us manage Corona. To add one more firewood in an already boiling pot of advices on how to manage the situation. Yes, my alphabet 26 A, B, C, D, E up to Z. And I'm saying every letter of the alphabet can be used as a guide to the Corona pandemic. So my A is avoid crowds, be them football crowds or any other crowds. Maybe go to the library. You can even avoid theaters. Anywhere that there is a crowd, and particularly so, a crowd composed of people you don't know. You don't know where they have come from. So my A, avoid crowds. B, beware of fake face masks. Yes, there are some masks out there that are fake. There are some that have been laced with some substances. So you buy one, you put on like I've put on mine, you inhale it, and there you are. You go unconscious, and you are robbed. You see now, in Kenya, it's a must. It's against the law to drive without a mask. So you may be tempted to buy masks on the streets. And there it is. You could fall a victim. So, beware of fake face masks. That's B for me. C, cough responsibly. Yes. Hold on, how can you cough responsibly? No, don't cough anyhowly. No, don't cough like that. Don't cough just out into the air. Don't go like that either. But perhaps like that. It has been explained that when you cough openly, the droppings spread and go. When you cough with your hands in the mouth, covering the mouth, the droplets remain on the hands. When you go touch somewhere, I touch on my computer here, and somebody just touches on computer, it spreads. So it may not be foolproof, but coughing like this has been recommended. So be responsible when you are coughing. My D is disinfect your area. Yes, your area in the house, in the office, try disinfecting it so that we minimize. And they are quite ordinary disinfectors that we can use. Just go to the next pharmacy, the next hospital, the next any medical or medic advice will give you how to disinfect your area. My E is exercise well to keep fit. Yes, exercises help. You can, I'm told that is the president of Uganda. It has been all over. He's exercising. So if a whole president can exercise, why not me? So exercise well to keep fit. That's my E. My F is please forward these guides to others. If you are on my YouTube, share it. If you are on my WhatsApp, forward it. Let as many people as possible be guided on how to manage this situation. G, my G is greet from afar. Just wave. Okay? Just close your hands and bend. That's okay. So, it's not necessary that you go near and shake hands or even greet, breathing into each other. So, my G is greet from far. And my H is hygiene is good. Keep it. Look, keep your house, keep your compound clean. You don't have to have an expensive house, compound to be clean. Even in the village, look at that good village hut deep in Western Kenya. Very clean, keep it. So hygiene is good, keep hygiene. My I is if there is a member of the family that you suspect, please isolate them. Isolate members of the family that you suspect. Not long ago, in this village of mine in Kimilili, there was a case when somebody returned from Nairobi and there were signs of corona, but she was not kept aside. Luckily enough, she later tested negative, but the signs were strong, isolation was absent, and that was risky. So my I in the alphabet is isolate suspected family members. And my J, let's join the corona war. I have joined it. What I'm doing now is actually also anti the corona. It's not just for the big powers, not just the big powers. Let's all join the Corona war. Play your role, however little it is. My K, keep indoors as much as possible. Yes, stay at home unless it is completely necessary. And if it's necessary, take all the necessary precautions. So, chat, enjoy, cook. Of course, those two heads are 1 meter apart, so they are observing it. So, keep indoors, keep at home as much as possible. My L is let go dangerous habits and practices. Yes, I come from Western Kenya. We enjoy bullfighting and we crowd. If we can avoid that, we also drink buza, the local brews, and we socialize. Sometimes we even share those siphons. We are saying let go those habits that can be dangerous. Even going to the bar. I'm glad that the government has banned going to the bar, but people are still going to the bar, and that's the experiment or the research I went to do, the dangerous research I went to do. And indeed, people are ignoring the 7 o'clock curfew. And please, let go dangerous habits and practices. And M, please mind others. I went to a shop in my locality, and one person had taken all the sanitizers. There were very few hand sanitizers and even face masks. And this person had taken all of them, not knowing that yes, you can cover yourself, you can sanitize yourself, but it can be sprayed by others. So mind others. And also there are those who cannot afford, so help them, the food. So M, mind others. Because as you mind that person, you are also minding yourself. But you cannot isolate yourself thinking that you are curing yourself alone. So let's mind others. That's my M. And my N is say no to fake news. Yes, there could be very many fake news doing the rounds. Look at this one from UNICEF. Let me read it again. If the virus is exposed to a temperature of 26 to 27 degrees centigrade, it will be killed as it does not live in hot regions. Also, drinking hot water and exposure will do, all that. And it's labeled fake, that's by UNICEF. So avoid fake news. Get news that you think is authentic. Don't do any news. Gutter press, for example. If you are not very sure of the source of the news, avoid it. And my O is 1 meter space. Yes, observe the 1 meter space. It's helpful because we are told when you cough, when you speak, those viruses will travel at a certain distance. They cannot travel a meter and above. Therefore, you'll be safer keeping 1 meter. That's a good management practice. So my O is 1 meter space. My P in the alphabet, put on proper hand gloves when need arises. I'm in my bedroom, my reading room, so to speak. So I may not need the gloves. I've disinfected my area. But should I be going out there even to touch money or buying something from the supermarket, when need arises, let us use gloves. My Q in the alphabet is quarantine yourself at the earliest signs. You know the signs, temperatures, coughing. When you feel you have it, please quarantine yourself, move away from your family, stay alone until you are checked, because very easy to spread to others. I had a sad story of this billionaire in Italy who committed suicide, jumped from the tallest of his houses, his skyrocketers, to death, simply because his whole family had been consumed by corona. I don't want to speculate, but that's it. If you don't quarantine yourself from your family, you are putting your own family at risk. Therefore, my cue, quarantine yourself at the earliest signs. And my R is repeatedly use this guide. Keep on reading it. As a teacher, as a pedagogist, I know that using guided, repeated reading improves fluency. Repeated reading, when we teach children, repeated reading increases fluency. I'm taking it from that backdrop, that repeatedly use this guide. As much as you're going to forward it, repeatedly use it. See which letters are you violating and which letters have you mastered. So repeatedly use this guide. That is my R. My S in the alphabet is social distancing will help you. Yes, even going shopping. We know countries where they have made space, you don't put the grocery or the candy, and even our hotel, you have to space yourself. So social distancing will help you. Just like the 1 meter space. It is good to observe those. And my T, it is 20-second hand washing on regular basis. Yes, take 20 seconds to wash your hands with soap and running water. Take another 20 seconds to wipe it. So the 20-second rule. 20 seconds rule, that's my T in the alphabet. And my U is use sanitizers correctly. Don't just rub the sanitizer in the palms only. Rub it all over. Sanitizers, use sanitizer correctly. Not just in the hands and palms and you leave it. No. So, you can see the stages there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers. So use sanitizers correctly. And my V, visit others sparingly. Yes. Don't just be visiting anyhow and anytime and anybody. Visit, but visit sparingly. You don't have to be visiting everybody every weekend, for example. So that is my V, visit others sparingly. And my W is work online. Work at home as much as possible. Yes, I am working at home. I'm producing this using my smartphones, using my projector, all alone. I can produce all this alone. So I'm working at home. I'm working online as much as possible. I've dispatched a number of lectures to the government, for example, about economic recovery after Corona. I have given my lectures to my students and alerted them to watch my YouTube. So we can actually work at home. So work online at home as much as possible. And my X, Take extra care for the elderly. The elderly are more prone. So please take extra care for the elderly. Help them. My word is yes. Say yes to law and order. Let us keep law and order. Yes to law and order. That's my why. And Z is actually zero handshaking and hugging. Say no. Zero tolerance. Zero handshaking and hugging. Yes, some are greeting using feet, and those are not very ordinary people like me. See, with bodyguards over there, people are greeting with it. So, zero handshaking and hugging. I want to say, have a corona-free day, won't you? Please, let's keep it corona-free. Let's observe simple guidelines. Yes, I have been your tutor, Professor Henry Kwisa. I teach entrepreneurship at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, the JKUAT. I am the current chairman of African Agribusiness Incubators Network, the AAIN, and I'm the former chairman of Kenya Investment Authority, the KIA. You can reach me using my email, william@gmail.com. Thank you, and please go through this guide again, spread it out, forward it. If you are a teacher, you can use it to teach your children, your kids, your pupils. I hope it will help. Thank you.